2019 Mountain Dew GSL Season 2 Codex Renaissance.
Welcome back to the GSL Codex. Big twist in tonight's games. Maru is now in the finals match. That's right, he did not go on and advance in first place. It's Patience who is now sitting comfortably in the round of 16.
Yeah, kind of a big deal there. I think he'll still be picked early in the group selection, to be honest, but yeah, he's a dangerous player. It's a good way to look at him.
The diddly Ned.
Now, yeah, INnoVation against Armani.
Okay, so INnoVation's supposed to win this easily, right? Right?
He should be able to defeat Armani for sure. I mean, he beat Cyril at WESG. His TVZ obviously on point.
Okay, so guys, remember in the original Jurassic Park movie where they lowered the cow into the raptor pit?
Yeah.
That may be Armani. He's the cow right now.
Well, we don't know for sure what happened to the cow.
Yeah,
Just a loose harness came up. Right?
Maybe the raptors just tickled him to death. And moo is also the sound that cows make when they laugh or when they're in pain.
I mean, maybe that's its battle cry, and it got away from the raptors. We don't actually know for sure. They never showed it.
Well, let's find out as we go into new repugnancy. Armani and his cow moving crane is going to go down into that map as the INnoVations have learned how to open doors. I don't know. I don't know. Our coach is code SSSS.
Reciprocity. INnoVation. Black Knight. Armani.
Got those new Bose fancy sound canceling headsets now.
That's right. We're always upgrading down here at GSL.
You know, I have one of those Bose headsets. He was like, "Oh, is that one of the sound canceling?" No.
I don't want the sound canceling ones in my house.
Huh?
Sound canceling headphones in my house. Do you like them? I feel like I need to hear someone come to the door. I didn't know if I rolled over my...
I have kids. It's just they won't work with me.
Yeah, no, I need to actually be able to hear the sounds in my house. I'm afraid I'm going to roll over my cat's tail or something. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Screaming for hours. When do you want sound canceling headsets? I guess if you're playing in a tournament.
Yeah, totally. Or
I never understood why anybody would have sound canceling headphones or headsets on when they're walking around a city.
Oh, that's scary.
I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah, I want to hear things.
Yeah.
What if a car's coming or something?
Yeah.
A bike, like someone rings their bell?
I don't want to be like crossing the street and someone's like, watch out, there's a fire truck coming. And I'm like, I love this song.
But an airplane, sure.
Yeah, actually, I guess on an airplane.
Actually, now that I think about it, I said I didn't want it because I have kids. Actually, the other way around.
You do want it
sick, actually.
Yeah. Also, if there's bad turbulence and I don't take my headsets off, I don't have to know that the plane is crashing. I'm like, no, this is fine.
I think you'll know anyways. Oh, is he doing a 2-on-1? Looks like it.
Yeah, it appears so.
It's an interesting build to bring here against Armani.
What makes you say that? I mean, just...
Both INnoVation and Maru got one drone and one ling with the initial Reaper, which is uncommon. You normally don't see that much damage.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, the 2-on-1, if that is in fact what we're seeing, it looks like it's going to be. You know, the bunch of Marines, 2 medevacs, stim timing. It's just kind of an older build. We don't see it as much. Wow, close to getting that one. So I guess I'm just not really expecting to see something like that. Like, everyone has a lot of practice against that. It's not like Armani was not around during that time. You know, 3 years ago, it was the best build in this matchup.
Yeah, this is a build that any Terran player worth his weight in anything is going to be somewhat acquainted with.
It's part of the reason why Bjorn was the champion that year. It was like a build he was extremely good at, and then eventually INnoVation was like the second guy where we're like, okay, this is Bjorn level, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then Maru came along and got to a super high level with it, and then it kind of faded off a bit. People got very good at defending it. And in fact, we see the Evolution Chamber on the way. If that's Carapace, yeah, and he's continuing to produce queens. The way you generally go about countering it is making lots of queens, getting Carapace for your lings quite quickly, and just making a good, solid amount of lings. And then you try to make them lift up and keep the lings under the medevacs, push them back as far as they can before they unload again, and rinse and repeat. So we'll see if that's how Armani handles it. I think he has enough intel to have an idea that this could be it. Yeah, look how many queens he's making. It seems pretty steady. No Carapace as of yet, though. There it is. It's a little bit late. It's a little bit late.
Yeah. So, despite having a lot of very unusual tech openings and builds so far today, we're actually going to go into a pretty standard TVZ opening here. Now, a lot of this is just dependent on, can the Zerg defend and keep the right balance of economy and not hemorrhage too many units in the process of this.
Yeah. Overall, his counter looks good, though, right? He has a lot of queens and lings.
Yeah. We've discussed this in years past at GSL, but basically this activates, as you can see, right when Stim finishes. You basically roam on the edge of the creep and try to get as much creep tumor kills as possible, try to shave off queens. But when you have that many queens, basically they can click down on the medevac as the lings run underneath.
Exactly.
And once you lose the medevacs, you lose the ability to evacuate the premise. And when that happens, generally you can overwhelm the Terran, and the Terran concedes map control to the Zerg. So right now, Armani's definitely reacted properly. In fact, he might have more than enough defense. So I don't know if this is going to do anything here from INnoVation. INnoVation will probably have one or two more dive-ins here. But I think Armani can continue to develop and grow on the map.
Well, he's removing some creep. He got an Overlord. Picked up a few lings here and there.
And
not too much, though.
The casual StarCraft player, this can look sort of inconsequential because you don't see anything major killed off. But forcing the Zerg to remake the creep here is actually quite a lot. If you were to watch a game where this wasn't happening and how much of the map the Zerg would have with creep, which ultimately matters when the late game pushes from Terran come in, as Zerg has so much more room to pick fights and then retreat off of, quicker engages and all that. So much of this is really Terran trying to control the game so that there's a setup later on potentially for a push if the game ends up going in that direction.
I do want to mention INnoVation's follow-up is the more standard macro follow-up, where he went for double eBay into third CC. He's also bringing a couple more medevacs here, but Armani's ready for that as well. So INnoVation playing well overall, but not getting that much done. The creep is obviously important, but what we'll generally see from here is INnoVation will try to hit a 2-2 timing attack. Like, keep some pressure on with these, sure. Keep the creep back as much as you can, and then when you have 2-2, that's when the entire army is going to join up. So Armani has until then to really develop and get ready for that.
Okay, the Overlord goes down. Again, little victories here, but this is, you want to take whatever you can get here as Terran. I like the Spore Crawler coming up here. I gotta say, so far Armani's looking very good. And, to be frank, we didn't really get to see Armani actually get into a normal game at all here. And here comes that attack from the bottom. That Widowmine should be connecting on the Banes. Nope, did not connect on the Banes, but there's also not enough links here to where I think the infantry can basically target down everything. You need some more links in there. Good denial. That was not a cancel. That was a kill.
Yeah,
and I'm worried that now we're going to see Armani start to tear at the seams here.
Yeah, it seems like he let up just for a moment here, and suddenly INnoVation is all over the place. Some great pressure from him.
If INnoVation gets a few more good moves in here, a very rocked Armani could end up losing this game. It's not the first time we've seen, we were talking about Beyond earlier, but either INnoVation or Beyond actually pull off this exact procedure where everything is basically going in a standard direction as far as builds and technique, except that the execution on the Terran side is so much significantly better than the defense by the Zerg, that the Zerg ends up getting smothered and does not develop in the late game and dies.
Hold on here. Here this comes. He does have speed for his Bane, so let's see how he can connect. A bunch of Widowmines actually burrow there. Oh, God, this is going really well for INnoVation right now. I'm getting very nervous right now for Armani. This is a big problem. The Blink Flank comes in, but maybe a little bit late. Oh, that was great.
I don't know, man. This is a pretty beefy amount of infantry here. And that last connect there with the Widowmine. No medevacs, but a lot of Marines here. He's going to just go for it. Let's see what he can get killed off here. Again, there's not very many HP on the rest of these Marines. He's going to have to try to center set micro this as much as possible. Can reinforcements continue to come in here?
Start starting those medevacs once again with these queens getting very low on health.
Oh my God, I'm worried that we might be at the tipping point here. He just seems to have enough to where, keep in mind, the fourth base is isolated. That's a screenshot south of this. Infantry is basically in control of this location, so the hatchery is going to start eating a lot of damage and eventually is going to get destroyed unless Armani can stop this right here, right now.
Now the Banelings roll in and actually get an okay connection at first, but then the mines, oh my gosh, targeting down everything. The queens still being worth quite a bit, but you can't fight with just queens. Yeah, that's just about that, I think. We are at the point of no return.
Well, you know what? That is an example of one of the best Terrans of all time. Look at that. INnoVation cannot hide the smile.
Grin.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. He's looking over.
He's like, looking. He's like, yep.
Did you see that?
He's sad. The amount. Oh, my God.
Oh.
INnoVation has no empathy for his victims. None.
INnoVation's like, I bet Armani's in a lot of emotional pain right now.
And he looks over and he smiles again because it's true.
Also,
he takes a sip of his coffee. He's like, all right, coming for you, Maru.
The face he's making is also a face that's trying to hide what the actual face he wants to make is. Look at Armani. Armani distraught.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Two very different emotions these guys are writing right now. And the thing is, INnoVation knows all he did was play a better, cleaner game than Armani.
He did. He was better that game.
It was not like through tactical brilliance or through incredible strategic surprise. He came out on top. It wasn't through a build that generations are going to follow from there. It wasn't like, wow, I didn't see that kind of mech switch. No! INnoVation, bigger, faster, stronger. He wins game one. Game two will be on Port Alexander. Let's see if Armani can turn this around or if we're going to have Maru versus INnoVation coming up next.
게임이 시작됩니다.
Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, StarCraft 2, We're dumb and not cool.
I'm sitting here thinking about what possessed you to go Codas.
I don't know.
And, well, no, I do know. I'm going to tell you what it was in just a second here. I don't want to be interrupted by this voice. Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Black Knight, Armani.
It came into your mind, and you're like, oh, my God, this is going to be so good. I'm going to sound as cool as this music.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make the show better.
I thought that
they're going to clip this onto Reddit. People will be like, man,
he's
the best. Coolest. And then you did it, and you realized, oh my God, I've been lying to myself.
Sometimes something comes in my brain, and I say, you know what, I'm going to say that on air. And then as it comes out, I think, sunglasses will not land on my face now. I am not cool.
No. But Armani, thinking he's cool right now with a very aggressive build.
Yeah.
What's he going for here?
Well, I feel like we're about to watch Armani try to steal a baguette from a grocery store and run out without getting caught. This is...
Well, it's going to be like the beginning of Aladdin, except they're going to cut his hands off.
Wow.
Especially with the SCV scout coming out. Oh, that's the real one right there.
He tried to steal that. He was just hungry, but you know what? We can't let criminals go here.
Yep.
Have fun being a stump nerd, Aladdin.
So, right now, the SCV coming, he did change the direction of the Lings. But as soon as he sees this, if he just keeps that Reaper at home, and there are some tricks you can try to pull here as Armani. You can show smaller amounts of Lings and then kind of flood. I regret showing me some of these recently, but I don't know how dedicated he's going to be to this. Yep. Yep. It's not good.
Artosis has a piece of wheat sticking out of his mouth. Yep.
You're gonna get
them there Zerglings going to be a bit of a problem.
He's the one with the problem, Tasteless.
This build's dirtier than a pig rolling in mud, I'll tell you that much, Tasteless. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of lings. Has to cancel it. Nice move. Yeah, that's actually exactly the build that No Regret showed me last week.
Nice.
Huh. Can even get INnoVation CC. So insta builds the CC on the high ground. Third hatchery coming up though for Armani. Where does he go from here?
Well, I mean, the initial strat worked out. He's denied the command center. INnoVation is already not getting to unpack the build he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I'm sure INnoVation has a build that's already easily streamlined into this. But, I mean, it's going to be hard for INnoVation to do anything to interrupt Armani. It'll be impossible to have the same type of push with the same type of efficacy that we saw in Game 1. So maybe INnoVation tries a different approach. The thing about INnoVation is that he grows in such a way that even if he gets behind early on, he usually gets to catch up and a lot of times get ahead anyways. That's why it's rare, and there were whole eras in StarCraft 2 where we got to see this, where there basically was no way to really, oh my God, it got away. There was no way to really get beat INnoVation unless it was a pretty dramatic game, you know, for that exact reason. He tended to not get cheesed out. You get a lead, that's fine. Good luck trying to keep up, even when you have that lead. He moves at such a breakneck speed here, macro-wise.
Yeah. Oftentimes uses very safe builds as well. Now, you know what I think we're going to see here, actually? Pretty sure we're going to see Marine Tank Banshee go up to that 4th base location above Armani. Oh, I love that Reaper. That was good micro. Right above this base and siege up and abuse the 3rd. It's a very, very strong spot. It's actually something we saw Maru preparing against Armani on New Repugnancy, but then Armani caught the 2 siege tanks. But I believe that's what we're going to see. If I had to guess, and I'm guessing.
Okay, here comes that Banshee. There is a Spore already here, so this should be in and out pretty quickly. And let's see if what Artosis was talking about does end up happening here.
Yeah.
It seems like it's the beginnings of that. Yeah, he's going to come up here, and I think you're right, that little area above the 3rd
Yeah,
is a very good location to get.
Below the gases in the little corner, you can siege the tanks. They hit the top mineral patch and obviously deny gases. You need spotting to do it, but you have Banshees. And you have the Marines guarding it, so it's incredibly hard to break with Queen Ling because you just get 0 surface area. It's crazy how little surface area you get. See, he knows. He's like, we ain't doing this.
I was actually going to mention, I thought, well, Armani's probably going to know that this is the sweet spot. This is exactly where you want to try to come in. Now, keep in mind, these are queens off a creep. Oh my God, that was really bad by INnoVation.
This might not work out. He's far enough away from the queens that they take a while to join the battle, but he's going to get both siege tanks, so that's good enough. And so Armani smashes that. So this strategy may be just about used up now on this map.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. He sieged up right over when the Lings came in. And, I think the Lings didn't quite kill the tanks as fast as they could have, but he lost the tanks. He lost any position he has. So INnoVation's going to have to stay back. But this is the game that Armani wanted to play here.
Yeah.
Look at this. The Marines get cleaned up.
Armani's doing good defense so far.
Ooh.
Solo. Han Solo.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no.
I just wanted to be cool like Taste. I wanted to be cool.
I'm going to hit a button and you have to fall through the floor into a pit and be eaten by alligators, Artosis.
And when I fall down there, I see the previous Tasteless has already been eaten. There's just a bunch of us as clones over and over.
Remember we were talking about that? What is it in Return of the Jedi? What is the name of that pit? That
Snorlax?
The Snorlax pit where
Snorlax?
He's got a Twitter account. No man, the pit that Return of the Jedi that Luke falls into and that pig guy falls into.
Yeah.
Remember that? How sad it is that pig dude thinks he's friends with Jabba the Hutt and all those guys, and he falls in there and he's like, "Oh no, these guys were never my friends all along," and they're all laughing. Yeah. Imagine that. Even the other pig guys are laughing at him.
That's true.
He just wanted to be one of the boys, man. The pig guy.
We're going to do that to Nathanius one day. It's going to be amazing. wait to see the look on his face.
I thought I could just meet with you guys.
Meanwhile, all the big casters are laughing at him.
That's funny.
We all stop laughing except Maynard. We all turn and look at him. Oh! Oh, God.
Okay.
So what's happening in this game?
I don't know. So this time around, Armani is actually getting the game he wanted. INnoVation has a pretty late third base. Let's remember that Armani's initial strategy actually slowed down INnoVation from even getting the second base up. INnoVation had this timing attack that was completely thwarted. For a while, it was just the Banshees we see here continuing to roam and trying to get any damage they could, but there really hasn't been that much dished out.
Oh my God. A Lurker Den is on the way.
What? Uh-oh. More tanks are getting cornered here. I think we might be going to Game 3 if this keeps up.
Well, things are not working out right now for INnoVation. That is certain. He needs to make sure he holds this fourth base. That's very, very important. And it seems like that won't be too much of a problem. Another rally of these units coming out should be all right. Baneling speed is a little bit late. The Lurker Den, though, is purely fascinating to me. The last time that I can recall seeing Lurkers used in a macro game in this matchup was on Echo from Solar. All right, so that was a long time ago. A long, long time ago, if anyone remembers Echo. But it was a very cool positional play. This is a much more open map than Echo. I don't know what is going to get done with Lurkers. But I'm so excited to see it. I hope it works.
I'm curious if he was always planning on going Lurkers, or if there was something that he saw that made him want to go for that.
Gosh,
you know?
I think this has to be a strategy that he has in his back pocket. You don't reactively go Lurkers in this matchup.
That's what I'm getting at. It seems weird, right? It seems.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Particularly, well, I mean, no, but particularly against INnoVation, right? And especially with the way that these games have gone for Armani so far.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what this is going to be. The 4 Lurkers on the way. Like, is this a harassment tool? Is he going to use this defensively in an area?
Especially with a Terran who's continuing to make tanks here, you know?
It's 2 factory tanks.
Yeah, it's like...
Or it should be. He has 2 facts.
It's like, I'm going to go for the lesser tanks that go underground.
Yeah.
It seems counterintuitive.
What are those Lurkers going to do? He is getting Hive. Like, once you have Lurker burrow speed, like, I could see it being a little bit more useful, but these slow Lurkers, like, it's hard to get bio to actually run into those. Unless you just burrow them somewhere random and you hold position them. Oh my God, this might be the most brilliant Baneling landmine we've ever seen. And there's not even any Banelings there at the landmine. Oh my God.
Well, I don't see a Raven with the army. I don't think he's necessary.
Oh, this is crazy. And you never get it, and it's beyond the creep, so you don't get a scan there, most likely. Now, if you scan it, they really don't do much, do they?
Okay, gets everything over here. Wait, where'd the Lurkers go?
They're still they're above the creep in the very center, like just to the right of the watchtower.
I see.
So maybe he feigns an attack in here and goes somewhere else. I don't know. Okay, he's moved him a little bit. Okay, he's bringing with the army. I think he'll burrow them here on top of the ramp. So when he gets chased back, right? This is so far off creep, you should not get a scan there.
Now, if you got the Lurker shots on that clump of Marines, I would love to see what the Terran supply looks like.
Well, you stare at the supply, I'll stare at his face.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's how we'll do this. Actually, I want to stare at the Marines, just seeing that many die at once.
I want to stare at his face. We'll switch roles.
Okay.
Actually, let's look in each other's eyes when it happens. We'll have no idea what goes on. Oh, did you feel it?
Tell me if it was
good.
Did
you feel it too?
This is just amazing that we are watching something like this. Oh, he's getting adaptive talent, so the Lurkers will become a little bit more useful after that.
Dude, is he going to go?
Please walk
Come
up through the Lurkers. Please walk up through the
You're
Lurkers.
ruining the show, INnoVation. He's like, what? Oh, so that's what one Baneling sounds like when he dies. It sounds like a bird.
But you meant to do this, Baneling?
He's like, come at me, bro. Come at me. Look at me.
Okay, okay. This is the moment.
Oh.
Well, it was a super cool idea.
Okay.
And he got a good volley. He got a very good volley.
Yep. 4 Lurkers still around here. There's nothing over here to defend the top base. The siege tanks are out of position. Stim Marines are coming down. Another scan is needed. Or not.
Yeah, I mean, look. They're shredding some Marines. All right, the supply's 30 lower than at the beginning of that. For Armani, it's still max. All right, I'm game. Let's do some more lurkerage.
I don't know about this, man.
I know about it.
It's cool. No, I mean, this is like just gonna get pushed through, right? I mean, I feel like the lurker.
You got like 2 Marines there.
I feel like some of this is hinged on your opponent making a mistake, which is kind of not how you want to play if you're going to win tournaments. And now that he sees the lurkers, the lurker tech is obsolete. We have Broodlord tech coming here, but this isn't the easiest transition here. Terran now actually has a foothold here to try to take this base out. INnoVation's already maxed out. We have an attack coming in here. Not bad with the blinding clouds, although the siege tanks are trying to relocate.
Yeah, that looked really nice. The Hydra's actually getting some serious damage in right now. Blinding clouds have done so much work, but he doesn't have Ling Bane left. It's just Hydra's. Hydra's alone going to have a bit of a harder fight.
This won't cut it. More Lings coming in here. Maybe you can get this army to thin out. I think the Terran upgrades might be too strong. And once again, in classic INnoVation fashion, he just continues to overpower his opponents. He's just better at all the StarCrafty parts of StarCraft, all the parts that really bad players say that they can't play, but they get everything else, You know somebody like that, right? INnoVation's better at that.
Wow.
There it is, GG.
GG. Well, I tell you,
I know as much as the pro gamers, I just don't have all the time to play.
Armani's my hero right now for going lurkers and trying to hold position lurker INnoVation. It didn't end up working out, though. Like, it got a little bit, like, they did something.
You know what? He shouldn't have gone for lurkers. He's not my hero for going lurkers, all right?
You just want him to go normal and then lose?
Yes.
No, go lurkers and then lose. My God. He's like, I don't like fun. I don't like new things. I wish nothing would ever change.
One thing I hate, it's fun.
I want Maru to win everything forever and Sarah to win everything forever because I don't like change.
And candy.
Yeah.
So we are going to go to the final match.
INnoVation versus Maru. Pretty good. This could be a serious GSL Finals, but it won't be this season because one of them's being eliminated.
We'll be right back with INnoVation versus Maru after this short break. Stick around.